Alright, we are loading up a couple of people here. I have paid a bit to simulate having the aircraft looked over after my stupidity last time. So I think that was like $14,000 to get the plane back to 100% on everything. There was no damage from the actual hit, but I needed to punish myself somehow.
Transporter. All tourists are on board. Let's take some photos.
We're gonna go do another tourist flight, and this one is nice and simple in Tucson. Should be fairly quick. We may kind of roll around the south side of town as well and go look at the racetrack. But let's hop in, get it all set up. Sun's just about ready to pop up, but let's see what we got on board today. Why am I missing seats? Alright, well, that's fun. I guess this is broken now as well. We can only put 164 in there, I guess. Do that. Okay. Cargo now, we're going to have to do 198, which is going to be 206. Nope. 210. And now it's saying that it cannot configure. Alright, so we are loaded up and have everything set properly for that. Let's make sure I've got this all good. Let's get our flaps down now. Control E to start up.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
We got a slight wind. Let's see if we can figure out our wind here.
Ryan Airport Information, Whiskey 220.
Winds calm, that doesn't do anything for me. 3004. Okay. Let's get taxiing, which I think we've got. Maybe not. I think there's one behind us. Okay. We will go to that. Alright. Yeah, winds are fairly calm. It's like just a little breeze. At least from the looks of the windsock. This place is so cool looking though. All the little mountains around. Oh, we got a plane sitting at the end of the runway. I'm sure that's not going to cause us any issues. Actually, he's on the runway. Maybe he's on the runway? I don't know. I don't think these runways... Oh, they do cross. Okay, well, since that dude's over there doing who's knows what, we are going to take off with a little bit of a tailwind, it looks like. But it's such a light wind that not going to be an issue. Alrighty, well, let's get up in the air and take these people over to the airplane graveyard for our sightseeing. Longer than normal, a little bit heavy.
Have an enjoyable trip. It's a great day for it.
Alright, we are off. And I'm going to turn this way. That way we can skirt through the international airport and the military base. I do believe that this is an old airport converted into a shooting range. It just absolutely looks like that. Let's get this turned out a little wider. Head directly east. Well, maybe not directly east, but this way. We're just gonna hand fly for the most part, if I can get it trimmed out. So, Tucson, or the bit outside of Tucson. And Tucson is just up over these hills, downtown Tucson. Photogrammetry. Just barely get over these. I mean, we are 1,000 feet above them, but it looks much closer. Although, did I turn off? Yeah, I did turn that off. Alright, we are not, well, we are 1,000 feet over them, but I was assuming we were, and I didn't have my radar on because I had turned that off from the yellow brightness. Just kind of coming up this way a little bit to get away from the international airport. We're at 4,000 feet now, a little high, but speed a bit more. And I think that is the Air Force Base, and then just past it is the graveyard. There's downtown. And I believe the airport we were at last time here was over there or over there. Yeah, we're probably right at the very wrong height if we're getting 2 reds and 2 whites there. But no planes out. We're good. Probably should have flown over top of it. stadium down there, it looked like. What was that? That's a... must be rodeo or something. Did not look like any sport could play in it. Alright, so we will go directly over the Air Force Base. We'll pretend like we have permission to go do this. Back our power so that we can slowly go around here.
Transporter, you are less than 2 nautical miles from the POI. Stay under 1,000 feet.
Not sure. Oh, our train is off, that's why. There we go. I'm like, why is it not registering? Oh yeah, it is. It's wrong, still. Alright, well, here is the graveyard. And on this version, I don't know if they did this on the old version. I only flew here right when the old version came out. It was all photogrammetry. Now they have added in models for quite a few of the planes. Let's pop out our flaps to help give us a little bit of lift here as we go slowly. As you can see, a whole lot of old military. But my point that it wants me to fly to is weirdly situated here on the map, so I'm not sure. We've got to go off over this way for a bit. Take care of this and then we'll do another pass by. Should tell me. Oh, we got a golf course. Come on. We were actually over it, but apparently
okay, turn around the POI as close as possible until they are done taking pictures.
So it's marking the entrance as where we need to fly to. That's fine. We'll fly back over, 'cause it will say that it's good no matter what we do. Once it tells me we're good, we'll head back.
Transporter from dispatch. Enough pictures for today.
Okay.
Good job.
Let's head over this way. on the back side of the base and look at what we got over here. Well, we got a lot of sun glare is what we got. But, yeah. It is, they've smoothed out and like removed a lot of the texturing underneath all this. Otherwise you'd have planes on top of photogrammetry and images. But it probably looks better this way than it did. Got a massive thing over there. I think that's the... No, that's only... it might be one that I've... So I've flown on a C-130 and then I flew on something really big like that as well, where like all the seats were backwards in the upper deck. But I can't remember what it was called because I am terrible with airplanes information like that. Alright, let's go take a look. And see if we can find the racetrack out here. I have a feeling, I think, like in my brain I have a direction that it is kind of east and south of town. But if we get high enough we should be able to spot it. If I am correct in where it's at. Sports complex down there. And golf course. Some very green greens and some very dry fairways. Let's head down this way. My brain is telling me that it is down kind of south of the highway, all on its own. But I think it's going to be out of photogrammetry area. We'll head this way. Have to be so zoomed in on the map to... Oh, yeah, it's at the fairgrounds. Okay. Found it. Directly in front of us. May just be in photogrammetry. Or no, is it right on the edge? I don't know if this is actually... No, it's down there. Okay. Thought we were at it, but we are not. It's down a ways. So yeah, it is out of photogrammetry. So we're gonna have buildings for grandstands, I'm sure. I thought it was right here with these buildings, but this looks like a warehouse, so that is not it. It's over here. directly in front of us, I think right there. This is bonus flying for our tourist. Alright. There's the racetrack. So, do a quick little turn around this. Got a dirt track, we got the racetrack, and then we got a little road course and a very mini oval. Quite a few things around here. Got 2 different dirt tracks, it looks like. I think they're both for karts, though. And then, yeah, the very, very distinguishable pavement at the racetrack with cracks and sealer all over it. But it looks pretty good, even though it's got buildings for the grandstands. Got a motocross track over here, or BMX. Another dirt oval. But, yeah, alright. Let's head back to the airport. It'll be a nice short flight. Then I think we'll get out of here this afternoon. Get headed to different, like New Mexico or El Paso. I think El Paso's still a bit too far away, but you got tailings over here. There's a bunch of mines over there. We're once again gonna cross in the path of the runway here. Actually, let's just not do that. We'll fly over top of the airport. So we gotta go up this way anyways to get lined up, and then we can just land the way that we are coming in, because we know the wind is not changed too much. This must be a prison. How much they have moved. That is a lot of ground that they've built up. Okay, well, now get lined up with our airport, and oddly, we can see the lights for it for some reason. parking lots all over. Although I don't think that is, I think that's just for the businesses, not the airport. And they may be parking garages. Some of them have AC units on the top, but some of them look like parking garages possibly. Alright, I don't think we were seeing the lights, we were seeing a reflection off a building again. But, yeah, this town looks really good. It's got a whole lot of photogrammetry, and then the scenery around is just pretty cool. Except for that way. That way, the world looks a bit ugly. But let's get lined up here. I didn't even have that on the right terrain thing. I am just a mess today. Alright, there's our airport, there's our runway. Kill off some speed, and we're gonna have to drop quite a bit here. Wait till we get over this little ridge. Maybe speed brake time. Alright, we are lined up. Go ahead and flaps out. That's going to kill off a ton of speed. Speed brakes off. Okay. Ring it in. See if we can get a better landing than we had yesterday. little high. Got going a little fast too. I was doing so well. There we go, back on. Starting to learn to control the altitude with the throttle. Saved it.
We have touchdown.
That was pretty good.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Yep, gotta stop just in time. Okay. Negative 131. It wasn't terrible. It's fairly smooth though. Taxi back down here. Did that airplane ever take off over here, or is it just sitting? I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna avoid that building. That is not, that's a shadow, that is not a taxiway. The wind changed directions again, so we had a little bit of a tailwind that time. Up again. Alright, we got a little bit more parking off this way. Maybe we got a little bit more parking. This will work though. We'll just park here. There's really not a whole lot of other spaces. Alright, well, let's get them off the plane, get our money, figure out where we're going next. Use 64 pounds of fuel. I don't think I need to refuel before our next flight unless I'm going to do a really long one.
Smiles all round. You must have given them some great angles for their photos.
So, let's go ahead and look at our numbers. So, we make 3,500 off of that. We spend 300 and 145. And then, yeah, my landing Down here, negative 131 at 67 knots. So got a little floaty and kind of dropped it, but I still think it was smooth. So good news for us. Let's take a look at what we've got up next, and that is going to be, let's go for furthest away. We're not going back to Flagstaff. I want to go to the, yeah, that's not far enough. Let's go for a really long one, see if there's anything to the east. Does not look like it. Okay, well, we might have to do this one and then just work our way over without a mission on the flight after that. So this would be to Tombstone Municipal. You know what? That sounds fine. We're doing that one.
Greetings from the tower. We have a number of passengers that need assistance to
So,
board. Please confirm
yeah,
you are ready to receive them.
that'll be the next flight, and I will get going on that. Thanks for
Captain,
watching.
we have opened the gates for boarding. The passengers